Alright, Laudandus and Nintendude are going, and we have the same matchup again. If Laudandus wins, then we have a Sheik Ditto, and my co-commentator becomes a bit less useful. But
nah, I like Sheik Dittos.
right.
Actually,
This whole stream pretty much has been Sheik Dittos and Sheik Ices, and we have no Ices there, so Sheik Ices pretty much. Alright, wobble for Nintendude.
are you down to hold it by yourself for a little bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, 2K goes off for a bit. And I'm by myself here.
Yes, Andrew, it is the best matchup in the game.
Alright. Here we go. So, Laudandus is trying to look to play the same game that Spark did, maybe. A bit more aggro, I'd say. Slightly more computational with those aerials, whereas Spark will just sit back for as long as you let him. Nintendude, on the other hand, he's so far now. So far, it's looking like it's a similar matchup, to be sure. But it'll be interesting to see how each player plays it different than the other one. Nintendude, I've noticed so far, has not done the up smashes that Dizz was doing. Oh, that's the shield grab of the wobble. Nintendude will take that stock. Dizz and Toucan were debating just now. Is up smash a good option? Toucan didn't think it was safe, but Dizz said that if he didn't use it, Sheik was just going to gradually encroach upon it. Nintendude is not using it, so one wonders what he is doing instead to punish Sheik for encroaching. That down smash may be looking to do something along those lines. But so far, just generally fewer smash attacks. Great read, Laudandus, or maybe just cover it up. Nintendude looks to be, although I could be wrong, pursuing more raw grabs and a bit fewer just the knockdowns that Dizz was going for. Dizz with the up smashes, forward smashes, down smashes. Trying to get Sheik on the ground where a tech-dish situation can be had. Nintendude using those aerials to try and combat Sheik's platform game and to get himself into a grab position rather than get the knockdown from the tech-dish. I may be spouting BS, but that's my interpretation of this so far, as Laudandus and Nintendude playing a pretty much even game. And Mana is gone, and Popo should be gone soon. Sheik very, very good against Popo, although it's not totally unmanageable. It's very bad for Popo. That's true of almost all matchups, but that's just how it is here as well. Oh, crouch cancel fair. And the wobble for Nintendude. So I believe that's the third of the game. Fair needle pressure from the platform. Okay, so the up air fair. That's a knockdown for Nintendude. He's not going for those raw smashes. That's the fourth wobble of the game, and the game for Nintendude. So we only have Sheik and Ice Climbers in this matchup, in this bracket. Alright, Dizz hopping on.
Hopping on.
Hello there.
What is up, people?
More Sheik Ices.
More Sheik Ices.
Yeah.
So was that game one? That was game one.
Yeah.
Alright. I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it, but I can comment on this. And let me tell you, I like what I'm seeing. I see Ice Climbers on the screen.
Yeah. Laudandus was doing good, but he got wobbled 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
And
well, if you get wobbled 4 times, you can't be doing that well, right?
I mean, yeah, it's. I thought he was doing fine, like just with the aerial interactions and stuff. But when you just lose, if you lose that if you lose into the wobble 4 times, then it doesn't matter how well you do the rest of the game.
Right. Now, okay, so one thing that, like, okay, that forward air that he's doing, when Nintendude is shielding, when Ice Climbers shield, you can forward air their shield and you will not get punished at all. They'd have to preemptively, like, wave dash under you and hit you, or, like, you know, wave dash back and try to whip punish. But if you can hit their shield, as long as you space it, you won't get punished. And he needs to DI, continue to DI away, and yeah, just try to jump out. Yeah, so there are a lot of times when Nintendude's shield is getting really low and Laudandus isn't hitting it. So I think he could. You know?
I think you should capitalize on it.
Maybe a little bit, because when the Ice Climbers, when you hold shield, the backup Ice Climber, Popo in this case, will do whatever is the last extreme. So see, right now the main Ice Climber had a small shield and the backup climber had the big shield. Until you click the shield button, they'll be doing the lightest light shield. And then once you click it, they do the hardest hard shield.
Right.
And so there are a lot of times where Nintendude is doing like an almost hard shield, so that the backup climber is light shielding, blocking Laudandus. But then his shield is getting pretty low, so Laudandus could get in there and fair and hit him. Ooh.
That's the true dat thing, the one I see him do all the time, right?
Yeah, it's a very common Ice Climber's technique, and it's so easy to do. You just push the shield partway down, and then you get 2 different shield
sides. Don't
sides.
lose control of your hands, and you got it.
Right. Platform.
He's had a pretty good Sopo game so far.
Yeah, his solo climber is very strong.
Right. I apologize for saying Sopo. Is that something Ice made in particular?
No. You know, most Ice Climbers say Sopo.
Right.
Nintendo says he calls this Sopo, even though it's a solo Nana.
Yeah.
So I just say solo climber and backup climber.
The thing is, so did 2K. So both the Ice players I've had to interact with today.
Oh, okay.
I've done that.
I will not take it the wrong way if you say Sopo.
Right. Okay. It's just what happens. All right. The stock for Laudandus. Nintendude having a breather.
That's the DizzKidBoogie flowchart. You wait on the ground while the Ice Climber's on the respawn platform, and then you wait until they touch the ground, and you run away from them, and then you go to the platform. If you try to go to the platform early, then you can get grabbed.
So I noticed you were using a lot of up smash, forward smash, down smash looking for those knockdowns.
Yeah.
Nintendude doesn't seem to be doing much of that. So what do you think that he's doing to look for the wobble setup?
Well, he's just he's getting a lot of up airs, just trying to build up damage. So then when he gets some stray grab, Laudandus at a high enough percent that he can't mash out in time.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, yeah.
So it's really kind of like a percent thing, even though the common misconception is that wobbling just kills at 0. You can mash out of most wobble setups at very low percents.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of important, the percent really matters. So Nintendude's trying to build up percent. 32, if he can get him above 50, then he'll have time to wait for one pummel before starting wobble. But of course now he can't wobble.
Or this looks hard. Sheik seems to be kind of a cheap character, not just credit to people who play Sheik, but that's just what the character seems to be like.
Well, I mean, any character versus a solo climber is going to be a really difficult looking matchup. So
sometimes you'll see characters maybe having to work for it a bit more, where Sheik's just I forward tilt your approach.
I mean, the thing about Sheik is that solo climber can chain grab them, right? So it makes the punish game kind of tough to deal with. But as long as they don't get grabbed, they're not really going to incur too much damage.
Sheik perhaps among the best characters in the game and not doing this.
Laudandus recovery's OP. Too good. And that's the thing is when Sheik is cornered against Ice Climbers, they want to jump. Most people want to do that anyway, but Sheik is so afraid to fight on the ground because if they get grabbed, that can be a chain grab leading into a wobble. So Nintendo was just reading that he would jump and just hit a back air. So now Laudandus keeps DIing away, and he's eventually going to have to... Nice. There was not enough time for Nintendo to start that wobble. Laudandus wasn't at a high enough percent. And now... Oh, shoot.
At the eyes.
Laudandus recovery?
That should be it, yeah. So that is 2-0 for Nintendo.
Yeah, one of the tricks with this matchup, because Ice Climbers have that solo chain grab, is that they can afford to put out the backup climber as a bait in order to get an opening, and then they can get a lot off of that opening.
Yeah.
So it's really important for the Sheik player to make sure that they're not falling for those baits.
I noticed when you did the chain grab setup in the wobble, you had your other climber down smash.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm doing a dash grab because that has better frame data. It comes out 1 frame faster than a jump cancel grab.
All right.
And then I hold down on, I do a pummel, and then I hold down on the C stick so that it buffers a down throw, but that will also buffer a down smash for the backup climber. But since you do the dash grab, it makes the timing such that the down smash won't hit Sheik.
Right.
Because sometimes when you do your down throw, if you don't do it with the C stick, you might mistime it and then get out.
Yeah.
But then if they down smash, they might just hit out of the.
So it's just like it's optimizing the chain grab because Toucan's
exactly.
kind of confused by that. He's like maybe he's conserving momentum on mana or something. So it's just frame optimization.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just trying to optimize the chain grab.
All right. Pretty even game so far, despite the solo climber loss.
And Laudandus famously never messes those edge guards up.
You do it enough, you got it. And get up attack nearly killing Laudandus.
Yeah, and they'll almost always do that get up attack. See, they did it again when you are close to them. Oh, he could have just killed the backup climber right there. And one thing with ice climbers is that a solo ice climber has a really hard time fighting against most characters.
Right.
So if you have a stock advantage, it can sometimes be worth it to just sacrifice your stock or risk losing your stock in order to ensure that you kill the backup climber.
Yeah.
So he could have done a forward air on the backup climber and taken whatever hit Nintendude might have given, which could have even killed him. But then he'd come back on a new stock with Nintendude down a climber.
That's a lot of percent on mana for the fair to go that far, and now it's another so close situation.
Needles, Needles would have been good there because he was too far away to be able to really do anything to edgeguard him. But the needles would prevent Nintendude from being close enough to grab the edge.
Okay, the needle can't be game coming up.
That's If he was a little closer, that would have been a good spot for a down smash because he would have gotten 2 hits of it. But since he only got 1 hit of it,
not enough shield stun.
Yeah, Nintendude was able to get it. When you have ice climbers cornered, you can do some more risky moves because they'll push them off stage.
Yeah. You can afford to take those gambles.
Yeah.
Okay,
good.
out.
Good match. Okay. Ooh, that up air by Nintendude messed up Laudandus' shield drop. He was going to kill the backup climber there. But the up air hit his light shield, so he had too much shield stun.
Alright.
So now instead of only DIing away, he's going to mix up his DI to try to trick Nintendude, like right there. You can't afford to mix up your DI to try to trick them when they have both climbers, because if you DI in place, they can just stand there, regrab, and wobble.
Right.
Oh, that's a super tough trick. Wobbles does that all the time. You do the up air, and you do the up B in the IASA frames, but it's a tight window. So this is a perfect example where if Laudandus can get them separated, then it would be really good for him to just like go all in to kill, like right here.
Yeah.
If he had gone all in to kill the backup climber, then he'd have 1 stock. Alright.
And he managed it.
And he did it without sacrificing a stock, so it's even better. And he never messes those up.
Popo.
Sam never messes those up.
So a game for Laudandus.
On the board. So now he has to win 2 games in a row on FD.
On final destination.
And he has played many sets against many Ice Climber players where he's won 1 game on FD.
1 game. 2 is asking him.
2 is a lot. I don't think it's impossible by any means. Because if you can win 1, of course you can win the second one. But often
nothing's impossible except Sheik versus Valkyrie.
One thing that's really difficult about this situation is that FD obviously doesn't have platforms.
That was a bunch of damage off those up airs, just the aerial combo.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nowhere for him to go from there. Another quick.
That's the
ledge
B
grab.
Who. Brian Who, NorCal native, went to Carnegie Mellon. I learned that from him. But yeah, what I was saying is that like because there are no platforms, the way neutral goes is much simpler and much easier to start to get reads on. And if you can get a lead as one of these characters, it's like, well, especially with no platforms, if you can get a lead as ice climbers, it's really hard for Sheik to catch up. And so he has this whole game to try to figure out what Laudandus is doing. And then if he's not able to win this game, he can use that in the second game to get a strong start. Ooh, good smash DI to jump out of that. You have to smash DI up. You can do it to the side too, but up is easier. ASDI alone does not work.
Oh, you really got to get technical.
That's... Oh, if he could have come down. Okay, so like right there, he could have known. If he had known they were going to do a get-up attack, he can just wait for the get-up attack and kill them.
Nice down smash into the wobble for Nintendude, getting that edge guard.
Yeah. I always say if you miss a chance to kill the backup climber, you're going to get wobbled.
Right.
Similarly, as ice climbers, if you drop a wobble, you're going to lose your stuff. Doesn't happen all the time, but
I mean, it's certainly different. There's certainly a different level of difficulty between trying to kill a basic level AI and then just pressing A two more times. But yeah, that's probably a super different.
Ooh, he went so
Ran
deep,
all the way
but he
off.
did not mess it up.
Nope.
All right,
There.
it's a difficult situation, but that's good. Once the ice climbers are doing decent,
Nah.
Nintendude grabbed too early,
Right.
so that's why the backup climber got the grab.
Laudandus presents himself on the silver platter, and Nintendude takes advantage of it.
He presents himself. All right.
Back to neutral. Pretty much a fresh start for both players, all three characters on the screen. This is looking good for Laudandus. Good nano pressure though. Oh, the count smash Nintendude coming out.
He's
And
gonna forward throw. You do the forward throw because if you down throw, they can just DI away and they'll be all right.
alright, that is the set for Nintendude.
So you forward throw to take advantage of that DI. So Nintendo takes it, gives the thumbs up to the old ice climber corner.
You got the Zelda trophy, oh my god!
And the Sheik trophy. Nintendo's been very specifically working on some anti-Sheik tech and some how to deal with